Welcome to my channel. My name is Emerald.
And my name is Ijaz.
Today is Weirdo Wednesday, where we bring you slight facts, sort of facts, maybe facts, kind of facts about things we use, say, or do that we say, what is that too? So today's topic, we're kind of wearing it right now.
Yes.
I mean, besides the fact that we're wearing clothes, not that. It's these lovely patterns, prints, designs. So
yeah. What's Paisley? What's Plaid?
I have no idea. Let's be informed. What do you have for us?
Alright, well, I'd like to start out with the print that actually inspired this segment of Weirdo Wednesday. Polka dots!
Polka dots!
Courtesy of my sister's very cute wrap dress.
Yeah, so cute, you guys.
Alright, so polka dots. Exactly how did they get to be called that? I'm sure some of you have wondered, does the name polka dots actually have to do with like polka music or polka dancing?
Yeah, exactly. Like Polish community stuff, ethnicity, like.
Well, maybe not the dots themselves, but the name, strangely, yes, has specifically to do with like polka dancing.
Okay.
According to coveringquotehistory.com, polka dots hit the scene in America around the late 19th century, around the same time the dance craze did. Dance craze, of course, being polka. And the print was even more associated with the dance when fashion magazine Gotti's Lady Book popularized the term by calling it the next design in fabrics for gentlewomen.
Ah, gentlewomen.
Yes.
I'm a gentlewoman.
Me too. So that's how they got their name. So if you're wondering exactly where the term polka came from in terms of dots and the dance craze, it was popularized by a Hungarian dance professor named Neruda, who saw a Polish girl doing this little sort of two-step that he had never seen before. So he brought the dance back to his country and called it the polka. Now polka is a female way of saying Polak, which is actually a slur for Polish people. So maybe you might just want to call them dots. Because back then, it was acceptable to say some things that aren't so cool now.
Yeah, it really was. So,
Alright, the next pattern I have is buffalo plaid, which is not the plaid I'm wearing. It is the plaid that has been popularized by collared shirts, such as my beautifully wrinkled one right here.
Okay.
And buffalo plaid is actually native to Scotland, 8th century Scotland to be specific. Buffalo plaid is actually Scotland's oldest tartan. Now, a tartan is a pattern that consists of lines that creates a pattern of a sort of grid shape. So it's your different kinds of plaids. The difference between tartan and plaid I'll get to in a minute. Buffalo plaid specifically, according to a site called prlog.org, was popularized by one specific Scottish warrior named Big Jock McCluskey.
Ooh, he sounds like a man.
Yes, he does.
Big Jock.
Oh, yeah. And he was a Scottish warrior who traveled to Canada and became a hunter. But he found a more lucrative business in Indian trading. So he began to trade his quilts that he brought with him from Scotland to Sioux and Cheyenne Native Americans. And they, in turn, traded for buffalo skin. So they began to call this specific plaid buffalo plaid because of the buffalo that they traded in exchange. And it talked about how they were so fascinated with the red specifically because the fabrics and the quilts that he had were this red that they had never seen before. It was so powerful and, like, symbolic to them for some reason.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's where that came from. And as far as plaid, as what we know it to be, as in what I am wearing now.
Yes.
The term plaid actually does not refer to the pattern at all.
Oh, no?
No. The word plaid actually comes from a Scottish Gaelic word meaning blanket. So when the term was first used, it was really used to refer to any rectangular garment of sorts, whether it was an actual blanket or whether it was a kilt that the Scottish men wore. And Americans just associated the pattern with their specific quilts and kilts, so they just took the term to mean the actual
print.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's kind of cool.
I know, so this is actually tartan, people. It is not plaid, because I'm not wearing a blanket, okay?
She's not. Right. It's a shirt, so...
So I thought that was pretty interesting.
So we should just call all plaid tartan
Yeah.
instead of plaid, which is blanket in Gaelic.
Yes, tartan is actually the correct phrase for your beautiful different patterns consisting of lines. And the next one I want to get into is houndstooth. There's not much of a history on houndstooth, except that, according to wisegeek.com, it's likely...
I want to show you guys this houndstooth. If you don't know what houndstooth looks like, this is houndstooth.
It is a pattern usually black and white, but it can consist of any other two colors as well. And it's got these jagged little shapes that form sort of tessellations. The shapes go into each other and they're the same. And believe it or not, houndstooth is once again believed to be of Scottish origin. It seems like we got all of our patterns from the Scottish.
That does sound like it. I mean, you
Yes.
just named like so much. Okay, anyway.
Thank you, Scotland. You guys have a great fashion sense. So houndstooth was originally called dog's tooth, which some people still call it that, or shepherd's check, because it was a print largely worn by sheep herders of the day. So I thought that was pretty interesting to find out.
That is.
Yes, and now let's get into another print called Paisley.
Paisley. I'm wearing Paisley. It's these big shapes here, you guys.
Yes.
And right here, these little ones.
Yes. Oh, I dropped my Paisley note.
Let's get that Paisley note back. Okay.
Okay, so according to PaisleyPower.com, I figure what better website to tell me about Paisley.
I agree.
Paisley actually dates back to 200 to 650 AD and it's of Persian origin. That is where the earliest patterns and shapes of Paisley were found in Persian art and cloth. And the little shape here, which of course is the Paisley, was called a bote, B-O-T-E-H, which is Persian for shrub or cluster of leaves.
Oh, that kind of does look like a leaf shape.
Yeah, Paisley's always reminded me of leaves, so I definitely get it. But its modern name came from a lot of shawls that were produced with this pattern in a city called Paisley. And would you like to guess where Paisley is?
Where is it?
Scotland!
No! That's so
Everything
funny.
comes from Scotland.
Wow. That's so interesting. Like, how does it get from Persia to Paisley, Scotland? Like, that's so crazy.
I know, I thought that was pretty interesting to find out. So a lot of our patterns, whether it's the actual pattern or the name at least, seems to have their origins in Scotland.
That's so weird and cool and interesting.
It
That's
is.
some great history.
I thought so too.
Now we all know like our lovely patterns. So when you're shopping for your cool fashion, you could be like, oh, this is from the Gaelic word, and this is from the so-and-so, and this is actually called blanket.
Yeah. This is tartan, okay?
Tartan. Not blanket. Not
Exactly.
plaid.
Unless you have a tartan blanket, then you can call it plaid.
Then you can call it plaid. We're going to get into the next portion of Weirdo Wednesday, which is the joke of the day. She creates them. We laugh at them, with her, at her, as long as we're laughing. What's our joke for today?
What do you call it when someone wears two different types of plaid in one outfit?
Tacky.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a real clash of the tartans.
Oh, clash of the tartan, because they're actually... Oh, snap, oh, snap, oh, snap, oh, snap, oh, snap, oh, snap. You guys, this is why we do Weirdo Wednesday, to keep the laughs going and flowing. Why? Because we want to get over the hump of the week. So thank you so much for watching, and you can look back on all the other Weirdo Wednesdays if you go to my playlist. They're all in there, and you can just keep on laughing and learning, because that's what this is all about. And until next time, keep it weird.